time really goes very fast. It's the 25th anniversary of the Women Development Bank. When Zanele, my good friend, said she's going to start a bank, I didn't believe that she really means it. But she meant it. She went ahead and made it happen. And she invited me to come over and see what she has done. I was amazed by her determination of creating a bank which will be different than the conventional bank, which will be a bank dedicated to women empowerment and women of very low income, women of poverty, to overcome their poverty. And she has done that. And for the last 25 years, she is behind it to make it a reality, make a dream come true. Microcredit has been a very important part of my life. And I have seen how powerful the financial service can be in the life of the poor people. With a small amount of money in their hand, they can transform themselves into entrepreneurs. And that's what they have been doing around the world with microcredit. And taking that cue from microcredit, I went into other businesses. I call them social business, problem-solving business, business to solve human problems rather than make money. What I have done, I have separated this type of businesses from the conventional businesses. Conventional businesses are businesses which are aimed at making money, personal money. I took the making of personal money aside, an idea of business to solve problems. And that's what becomes the social business. It's the same business engine for a different purpose. Once engine is used for making money, you forget about people's problems and something else. All you are concerned about yourself. I said, you can take this engine not for catering the needs of the person, but catering the needs of the people out there. And it becomes very powerful. That's what the social business is. It's a non-dividend company to solve human problems. That's what we do, and it flourished, it continued, and I see a lot of possibilities with this idea of social business. That's what I keep promoting. One of the issues that comes to us again and again is the youth unemployment. Many young people, millions of young people in Bangladesh are unemployed. And I kept saying, why are you looking for employment? That's the wrong direction. You don't have to look for employment because you are born for different purpose, to become entrepreneur. You should be entrepreneur. So you should tell yourself that I'm not a job seeker, I'm a job creator. And be a job creator. That's your destination. That's your destiny. And how do you do that? I give the examples of microcredit. How did the poor woman took a small loan and became a businesswoman? Tiny little business, but it's a business anyway. It may be $30 business, it may be $50 business, it may be $100 business, but it is a business. And the woman who's running it is a businesswoman. And if an illiterate poor woman can become an entrepreneur, what good is education if you cannot become an entrepreneur? If education has made you forget that you're an entrepreneur, I would say shame to that education which make you forget that. So why don't you rediscover yourself as an entrepreneur? So what we do, we create a social business fund and then make it available to any young unemployed person who will come up with a business idea. And then we will become an investor in that business. And we work together to make that business successful. And when the young person, a boy or a girl, she can run her business, our job is done. We solved her problem. She can now return the money that we gave her, or he can return the money we gave him and become an entrepreneur, fully running business of his or own, not looking for jobs, but creating jobs in the process. And that's what the idea of social business came in. We discussed together and see how these ideas can be applicable both in Bangladesh, in South Africa, and many other places. In this 25th anniversary of the Women Development Bank, I would request the listeners to think about social business and see how widely that can be applied. It doesn't need an institution to do that. As individuals, we can do that. Every one of us can do social business. This is not about big money. It's about what you want with your life, what you want to accomplish. If you want to accomplish something to solve problem in your neighborhood, what are the problem you see, take a small piece of it and solve it. And that becomes a social business. And that's what we will be doing together. And we will learn from each other. That's the most important thing. And we'll tell the world that all the things that you taught us to go and work for somebody else and dedicate our life in improving the business of other people may not be the right path. We should be using our creative power to solve people's problems and also become entrepreneurs ourselves and be creative and participate in the economy with our creative power. That's what it should be. So we congratulate Women Development Bank, and I congratulate Zanele and Mbeki for thinking about it and spending her whole life behind it and make it a bank that it should be. And I'm very happy that I could be with you today in this happy occasion of 25th anniversary. Thank you very much.